Hey everyone, this is me, this is Lady V, and I'm going to do my best to do with my technology and everything and do a little session. Hey Green Broski, hey Best Boy, hey, tell me where you're from and what your name is and your location. I'm going to start in about a couple of minutes. I'm going to do a Lady V Stripper Like Confidence session, walking in heels, and the heels are good heels. I don't know if anyone can read that. These are name brand, baby. Tony Bianco. So if you like Tony Bianco heels, give me some love. Ladies, give me some love. Tony Bianco heels. And the reason why I'm doing them in these is because of the type of heel they are. They're quite extreme with the type of heel they are. And it's actually not that easy to walk in them like a lady. It's not that easy to walk in these heels, and it takes a little bit of practice. So we're going to do a session. I'm going to set the camera up so then I can strut my stuff and show you certain things. Hey, what's your location and what's your name? Thank you for love hearts, everyone. Like I said, we're starting in a couple of minutes. We're just going to set this up, and I'll take your questions. Yes, it's a show, but it's not a show. I'm not going to actually take any clothes off. This is about how to walk in heels. I've got some Tony Bianco heels on. I love these heels. And I'm going to show other ladies how to walk in heels, basically, on Periscope, because believe me, it's not actually that easy. Guys, walking in heels is a skill, okay? Any drag queen will tell you that. No, I would love to get one. Anyone want to buy me one? Seriously, I have the room for it here. I would love to do some pole dancing lessons and periscopes. However, I am missing something called a pole. Yeah. But that's not even it. This isn't a show. This is not a show. This is a session. A session is not a show. If you want a stripper show, you go to a strip club. Okay, people? You want a strip show, go to a strip club, or go to one of the many webcam girls out there. Out on the internet, there's plenty of webcam girls. Go harass them. This is for the women. Women, hey women, I love you. This is for you. This is for us. And this is just to have some fun as ladies, and basically to learn something, because walking in heels is a skill. Like I said, I'm going to set this up. Bear with me. We're going to be all topsy-turvy for a little bit. Hey, yes, girl power in heels. So anyway, I'm just going to set up. Okay, my blocking finger is strong. I am strong in the force of blocking, okay? I'm just putting the music down a bit. I love the jazz in the background. I know, yes, Tony Bianco heels. I'm wearing some Tony Bianco heels. These heels, actually, the ones that I'm wearing, there we go, heels. The ones I'm wearing, actually, don't worry, I will. It's all good. We'll just continue. I don't care. I'm not worried. This is not my first time on this merry-go-round. It's like, whee! Okay. It's just the light's been a bother to me that it's above me like that. Okay, I'm just working on lighting so then you get the best experience, and trying to tell my cat not to bother me at the same time. Ah, you are. Yes, Tony Bianco heels are awesome. I'll show them off, of course. I'm looking for some light. It's gone really dark, of course. No, this is not exactly a video about heels. This is a video about walking in heels, about doing it in a sexy way, in a ladylike way, using your hips and getting into it and enjoying heels and how to do it. It's because these heels that I'm wearing are not comfortable. They aren't comfortable at all, and I don't worry about if anyone's seeing my house, because there is nothing valuable here except me. All right, so just trying to set this up. Bear with me, people. Yay! All right. Now, I'm going to have to go way back. Okay. We're just going to hitch my skirt up. This ain't that sort of show. I'm just going to hitch the skirt up so you can see my heels. I'm going to have to put this actually down. I'm going to have to, like I said, bear with me, a couple of minutes. I'm just going to figure out where to exactly do this. Yeah, I'm going to help. Basically, I love doing this. This is Lady B. This is one of my businesses, Stripper Like Confidence. And it's one of the many things I teach to a lot of ladies here on the Gold Coast. I will try and get online with it. This is me trying to get online with it. But I do teach it here on the Gold Coast. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good about myself at the moment because I've been out and I love this little jacket of mine. Yes, this is it. That is exactly it. Yeah, basically, look, it's a skill. Walking in heels is a skill. When I get my stripper heels on, I do have stripper heels, I can't find them, I only could find these heels. Basically, I'll show you. It's a freaking skill. I've seen people try and walk in stripper heels. I've seen people walk in heels and they look like they've got a pole up their ass. Or it's just not right. It's just, it's an actual skill. So anyway, I'm working on getting the right angle here. Okay, we'll get the seat, see if this seat works. No, it's too low. I'm going to try a different angle over here. Okay. Bear with me, I am setting up. Okay, all right, so there we go. I need to, okay. So, setting up. There we go, I think that's better. Now, my dog will be part of this. I'm free tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm here on the Gold Coast. Whereabouts are you? So my cat and dog are going to bother me when I'm doing this. But, oh, you're Sydney? Yeah, I'm not. I'm on the Gold Coast. Haven't you seen the location? I'm definitely on the Gold Coast. Anyway, this is for the women. This men can perv. I know there's guys out there with heel and leg fetishes out there. They exist. I am not silly. I am so not silly. I know you men are out there. There's some heel men, the men that love heels, and basically, yeah, it's okay. You can watch. I don't care. But this is for the women. Like I said, I'm about to start. This is for the women. And I'm going to teach you how to walk in heels. Some people might go, what? Anyone could do that? Yeah, no, you try and walk in these heels. I dare you, and you'll be all like, holy shit, that's actually hard. So anyway, I'm going to do some heels. We're going to walk in heels. Anyone could, if this is not suitable for anyone that's got weak ankles. Like I said, if you've got weak ankles, here are Gary. That's Gary. Everyone say hello to Gary. He's my little mutt. He loves me. Hey, my little mutt's very possessive of me. This is Gary, everyone. This is my little mutt, Gary Gaz. Hey, Gary, they said hi. Okay, all right. That's enough, Gaz. All right, we're going to start. We're just going to move this aside. All right. Okay, so everyone can see I am wearing heels. They're, once again, they are Tony Bianco heels. They're actually quite extreme sort of heels. Don't know if you can see that. It's like quite an extreme dip on that. That's actually not really that comfortable. There's a lot of pressure on the ball of your foot. So when you're wearing these heels, actually the best tip I can give you is to do this. Stretch your toes out because you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on your foot. So basically, Tony Bianco, they're actually a name brand shoe, Tony Bianco. So that's who designed these ones. I actually got them on sale, so we've got to use good shoes on Periscope. So anyway, with heels like these that are quite extreme, where you're putting a lot of pressure on the actual ball of the foot, because the ball of the foot will be definitely holding a lot of weight. Stretch it. You're going to be having to stretch your toes out because they'll feel uncomfortable. So basically all you have to do is this. Stretch them out. Like stretch them out that way backwards, stretch them out forwards. And while you're doing that, also get your feet, and this is a basic ballet trick. Hey friends, what's your name? What's your location? Warm up your feet. Warm up your ankles because like I said, heels aren't exactly the best for ankles. So warm your ankles up. So do some rounds, like both feet, of course, both feet. And like I said, the ball of your feet, warm your foot up, okay? Wiggle those toes out. Ladies, wiggle them out, feel it facing before you put your heels on, before. And my actual block finger is strong on, goodbye. See, blood. I am strong in the force of blocking. So anyway, so we warm up our feet because the ball of our heel and our feet are going to actually take a lot of pressure, okay? This is about for women. If you are wanting tits, please go to a strip club. I used to be a stripper. Yeah, I know, they don't realise I can actually just click on there and go block. So, yeah, dig a fat stripper. Because I used to be one a long time ago, granted now, but I used to be one, and that's what this is all about. I'm just sharing some of my hints and tips that I've learned basically all over those 8 years that I used to do it. And so if people want tits, please go to the strip club and tip the strippers. I'm serious. I'm deadly serious on that because the pure fact strippers work on tips. Even here in Australia, we work on commission. Strippers in strip clubs here in Australia work on commission-based sort of sales. So if you go to a strip club, please tip. Do not go to a strip club if you plan to just watch the tits and ass and not tip. That's the best way to piss strippers up. Okay, now I'm not a stripper anymore. I haven't been a stripper for about 5-7 years now. Okay, just a heads up, I haven't been a professional stripper for 5-7 years. However, if you do it for 8 years, it's something you don't forget. Okay, so this I'm just teaching. Yes, no, actually, it's actually called retired stripper. Yeah, retired stripper. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're totally right. Because I was about to say, some people say former stripper, and I go, no, actually the term is retired. What a resume. I know. I've gone from that to what I'm doing now. Anyway, so back to it. We've warmed up our feet. We've warmed up our ankles ready. Remember, just warm up your ankles. Just do circles with your feet. You can do this sitting down. You can do it standing up, all right? Remember, you can do it standing up. You can just basically just circle your feet like that. You don't actually have to do this sitting down. And if you want to, before you get your heels on, because you've got your heels. You've got your heels ready down here. Gary wants to be part of the periscope. Sit. Sit, Gaz. Sit. Okay, down. Good boy. And basically, I'm going to step back. This is a good way, is just doing that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just putting the pressure on that this was actually something I actually did when I was stripping. Because the pure fact, you really put a lot of pressure on this part of the foot when you're wearing heels, especially when you're wearing them for hours upon hours. So just do that. Ladies and gentlemen, seriously, warm up your feet before you put your heels on, and even during, like while you put your heels on every so often, take them off and just do this under the table. Just stretch the toes out, because believe me, you'll thank me later. And yes, like I said, I'm a pet lover and entrepreneur. That's my kitty cat Marnie and my dog Gary. Okay. So we've warmed our feet up. Time to put the heels on. Now here's a tip. Calf raises. Yes, good tip. Thank you. Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Good tip. Calf raises. Hell yes. Hell yes. Lots of love to you. I would love to tap and give you lots of love because you're right. Because calf raises, because he's right, we're going to actually use a lot of our calf muscles. That's why I actually got good calf muscles, because I wear heels and stuff. But I actually do a lot of walking too. So calf raises can be actually really good too. So anyway, we put our heels on, and the best way, especially with these sort of heels, is to point your, what's the question mark? Can you be more specific what the question mark is about? I will help. Hey freaking hell, 666. What's your name? What's your location? We're learning how to walk in heels. We've done our warm-ups, so if you missed the warm-ups, you'll have to watch the replay. Hey, so tell me your name and location, people. So now we're going to put our heels on. Here's a tip. Point your feet. Point your feet before you put your heel on. Okay? So point. It's a ballet. I used to do ballet a long time ago when I was a kid. So I've always got that. So point your foot before you put them on. Even when you're in them, point your foot. It just helps. Okay? Because there's one. And I've got a little bit of balance in these, so I should be able to do this. And then they go, there we go. Yay! So basically that's a tip, is try and point your foot when you put your foot in the heel. Okay, now we're going to actually learn how to walk in these mothers, because not everyone can. I have seen so many women do this. When you're walking around and you're in these heels and you're walking like this, that's not walking in heels. Take them off. If you can't walk in heels, don't walk in heels. Honestly, if you can't walk in heels, don't worry about it. Try again. Get practice in your home. Seriously, practice in your own home walking in heels before you go out, because you'll need to, well, get the skill up, basically. You do. You need to get the skill up, because you're going to have all sorts of mediums you're going to be walking on. You need to be able to balance yourself very easily in your heels, so you can go on all these different, not all the roads and all the pathways are going to be smooth. You're going to have to navigate all that. You need the skill before you go out in the world with it, basically. Anyway, so walking in heels, I'll start back and then come forward. Some people cross. Okay, I recommend doing the cross-leg walk if you're not familiar with using your hips, because it will naturally get your hips moving. Because when you walk in heels, please use your hips, ladies. That's the point. The heels make your calves look great. No, that's no offense. It is no offense, believe me. You're meant to look good walking in heels. The whole point of the heel that was made, you can do some research, you can do some history on heels, and ultimately men actually made it for themselves for horse riding, and then us women took over. But anyway, the whole point of the heel was to make that look good. Okay, so make your calves and your ass lifts up and all this sort of stuff, and your centre of gravity gets messed around with a bit, so it makes you look good. Okay, so yes, it can be quite sexy to move in heels, and that's the whole point, in my opinion. Wear heels so you feel awesome. Don't wear heels because you have to. Hey everyone that's just joined us, you've unfortunately just missed out on the warm-ups. If you missed out on the warm-ups, you can catch the replay. We'll basically tell you how. Oh, okay, that's okay. I'll be online for a little bit longer. This is going to take a while. So if you drop out, just come back in, and this will be taking a while. Anyway, so I'm going to show that again. So basically the ladies out there can see this, because there will be a replay. It's catch.me, katch.me, then /Lady B official, or you can go by my website, goldcoastgirl.biz, and you can get the replays through that website. All right, back to the walking, ladies. All right, back up, back up, back up. All right. Okay, remember, this is one form of walking. Practice slow. Start slow. Okay, so go. I'm lucky. I've got the tiles. I can actually look at the line on the tiles and use it as a guide. So just basically, if you will see, I'm kind of stepping in each tile. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm using the tiles. If you've got tiles, this is awesome. If you don't, if you've got carpets, okay. Sorry. Tiles rock. But anyway, if you've got tiles, if you can use tiles, use them. use them, like use the squares. So you go across into each square like I was doing. Once again, I'll demonstrate once again. I'll back up. Because there's the squares, right? So cross, cross. This will teach you balance. This will teach you balance in heels. This will teach you balance too, because if you can cross over like that and hold it really slowly, you're starting to get balance. Because believe me, if you can't, if you only do it a couple of times and you start feeling wobbly, that's okay. Go back, start again, okay? Go back and start again. It's okay. This is a process. This is a skill. You're allowed to keep going back and starting again. You can be perfectly imperfect and it's totally okay. Hi, Robert Jer. You're obviously named Robert. Where are you from? What's your location? We're doing a session about walking in heels for ladies or even drag queens out there or anyone who would like to walk in heels. I'm doing a session on it so then you can do it properly and just in the best, safest way possible. And you can enjoy walking in heels, basically. Yeah, so anyway, back to it. Back to walking in heels. back. Just keep repeating, everyone. So basically, once again, remember, crossover is the starting point. Okay, just get you cross over because it gets you used to one, kicking out your hips, and two, helps with balance. Okay, so back up. Just holding my skirt because I need you to see my heels and my legs so you can see what's happening. Alright? So, because this is the actual walk. That's the actual walk I want you to actually get to. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay? So that's the walk. You kick your hips out. Kick your hips out when you do it. So, as you can see, I was kicking my hips out, I was swinging my hips. That's okay, that is actually, when you walk in heels, I would love to see that more with more women, them kicking their hips out. It's sexy, it's supposed to be sexy, it's awesome, and it shows you, you're loving life, loving yourself, loving whatever, you know. Heels are meant to be worn and loved. You're not worn to because you have to wear them, alright? Alright, let's get back to it. Hey, freaking out, you must have dropped out. Hey, welcome back. Anyway, back to it. Next step up. Okay, so we've got that. So remember, get used to walking, cross, and kicking the hips out. Walking, cross, and kicking the hips out. That's the back way. Turn it around, and just get used to walking and kicking the hips out, okay? Because then you can do this. This is the next part. It's just walking around. Just walk around, all right? Just walk around your home like every day. And remember, when you're walking around in those heels, kick the hips out. You don't have to be exaggerated with it. I'm kind of being exaggerated with it because it's pure fact. I'm trying to prove points here. And I'm kind of off to the side because I've actually got Gary right smack bang right there. But anyway, back to it. Back to it. Alright. So next stage up, you've got the walking. It's slow. Walking slow, you go quicker with it, and you're like cool, you've got the hips coming out. But here's the next one. Right? This is the next one up from that. This is kind of stripper-like. This is, when you wear stripper heels, definitely something to do. It works better in stripper heels than these, but the key is not to scuff your heels. It looks like I'm scuffing my heels, but I'm not. I'm just slowly walking and dragging my foot through, and hence the heel is just like touching over the floor, just dragging over the floor gently, so there. So when you do that move, you're not crossing legs,
The crossing legs is just to get you to get balance so then you can walk in heels and to get used to kicking your hips out, because you'll still need to do the kicking the hips out for this move. So you'll kick your hips out and you slide the heel across the floor. Hey, check. Where you from? What's your location? What's your name? All right. So give me some love hearts if you're enjoying this. I'll keep going. And basically, yeah, I will finish up soon because I just wanted to get on quickly before I go to bed, because it's like, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something here on the Gold Coast, and my cat and dog are bothering me. So what? Scotland, so confused here. Why? Why are you confused? I'm doing what's called a session on Periscope. We're teaching women how to walk in heels. And it might not be even women. We could possibly have some drag queens following me. Wanting to walk in heels and see what I have to say about walking in heels. Because walking in heels is a skill. Yeah, she can. Seriously, this is totally safe for her. This is totally meant to be for women. She can catch it, actually, the replay on catch.me, KATCH.me, then the /Lady B official, or my website, goldcoastgirl.biz. You can catch all my previous periscopes on there. We're doing a lot more Lady B sessions in the future on various things, and this one's about just walking in heels. I've got my clothes on. This is just truly about walking in heels. It is a skill. All right, back to it. I'll show you that move I was doing again. That one is actually what I call a stripper move, and actually really works well when you're wearing what I call stripper heels versus these heels. But it still looks good, doesn't it? That's the whole point. This next move is actually meant to be done more in a lap dance or trying to flirt sort of situation. The previous one was just purely walking in heels. Just practice that and get used to it before you even attempt this one, because you need balance to be able to attempt this one, and you need to be able to kick your hips out to get it, to make it look good. All right, so we'll do it again. We're going to do this one more time, this move. Hey, what's up, everyone? Where's your location? What's your name? Give me some love. All right. Oh, and for those who don't know, swipe up on Android to share on Twitter, and it's left to right on iPhone to share on Twitter too, if you want to share this, and just share the love, people. It's Periscope. Anyway, let's do that move again. We'll get back here. So anyway, we'll do that move. The move that we're doing is you step and you slide forward. Now while you're sliding that foot forward, kick this hip out. Kick this hip out. Whatever the opposite foot is that's standing still, kick that hip out. So this one requires balance. As you can see, it requires balance, hence the reason why we did the other move before, to practice balance. Because when you do it properly, I'll do it properly and then we'll break it down. Because when you do it properly, see how the hips are going out and I'm just sliding my foot through. It can be very, very sensual move. It's a very sensual sort of move, and it's awesome. Hey Ness, hey Vicky, I'm doing a Lady B session. This is one of my businesses, my Lady B business, something I love sharing with women. And I'm doing a session on walking in heels. You totally have to catch the replay. You totally have to catch the replay, because I've already done the warm-up, I've already done one move to teach people how to balance in heels and everything like that. So now we're doing more stripper-like sort of moves. Keeping our clothes on, because this is purely about the legs and purely about walking and heels. So anyway, let's practice that move again. All right, back. Have some fun with it. So once again, I'll do the move again. You step slowly and slide this foot through, kicking this hip out. So here's the full move again. See, slide. Oops, now even I'm not perfect on this. Slide. See, hip out while you're sliding the move. Foot through. Okay? So while you slide, sorry I didn't catch some of those comments. I was too busy walking. Basically, while sliding the foot through, you got to kick that hip out or else it doesn't work. This is a very sensual sort of move when you're wearing heels, and good one for starting lap dances, and just, you know, if you're just feeling great and you just want to walk up to your husband or your partner, and just be like, hey honey, I'm feeling good. Hey David, what's your location? This one's set up for mostly women this session, this Periscope. However, if you're a drag queen, feel free to join in as well. Or you could be a man with a, fetish for heels. I totally understand that. I'm not, against that. These are Tony Bianco's in the end. So anyway, no, Tony Bianco is not sponsoring this session. So once again, lastly again, remember, kick the hip out, slide it through. Kick the hip out, slide it through. Alright, so that's the total move. Yes, I know, heels are awesome. These heels, I love them to death. They're one of my favourites. Thank you, Vicky. Hip out, slide through, definitely. I actually have a name for this move. It's called the, actually, I've forgotten what the name is. I'll have to get back to you on all that. Wait one second. The reason why I'm back is because all this, it looks like a random rebel or stuff, but it's actually something I created here on the Gold Coast and taught to women. So people be like, what the hell? But like, for instance, this is some of the stuff you'll get to see on my random Periscopes if you want to sign in and check out some of my Lady V stuff. This is an actual routine. You can't see it all because there's, stuff underneath it. This is an actual routine I put together. Gary's lying on all the stuff. Oh, here's something great. Here's something interesting, everyone. That's enough said on that. And I don't know if you guys can read that, but the first one said 23% of women said that in the past year there were times when they didn't find sex pleasurable. And that was actually from, not a newspaper article, that was from some research. I've forgotten exactly where I got that one, but that was in like a year or so ago I got that. I did check on that stat, and yes, there's actually a percentage of women out there that said past year there were times when they didn't find sex pleasurable. That's sad. It's sad. I would love that to be non-existent. I would love that to be non-existent. And this is what I'm about as Lady V ultimately, is getting women back in their bodies and enjoying their bodies and getting past all that so they can enjoy themselves and everything that goes with being awesomely as a woman. And then, of course, this one actually had to do with something I called the lap dance masterclass. Affectionate touching is highly linked to a woman's arousal during sex. Now, all the women out there, you've got to agree with that. Affectionate touching is highly linked to a woman's arousal during sex. There's a few women I have met who, if you touch, they're not into touch. They are so not into touch. That is okay. Whatever you're into, it's always whatever you're into and consensually into. We will not force anything onto you. But anyway, where is it? Alley cat. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the one. Here we go. So I have some moves that I had names for, and called Alley cat and Alley cat bump. And they were walking moves. So what we're going to do, actually, and I've got a whole heap of others here I'll go through eventually. Like, seriously, there's a lot for me to get through in here for Lady V. So tune in, subscribe, and tune in. So we're going to now attempt the alley cat. Yes, that's okay. Catch me on replay. This is going to go for a while. And alley cat bump. Okay? Okay, so alley cat was what I actually just showed everyone. The slide through, hip out, slide through. Hip out, slide through. And do it very slowly. Okay? Do it very slowly. That's the key. Now, the alley cat bump is the next one up from that. Okay? That they've actually got names. These are my names that I came up with in regards to this, and it's not just me, it's a group of ladies that came up with this. So we're going to do the alley cat bump. So we did the alley cat, we're doing the alley cat bump. All right? So back up. Whee! Gary's joining us. So the alley cat bump is the alley cat stopping, and then you bump. Basically, it's a bit of a belly dance move. If anyone's done belly dancing, you'll know the bumps. Anyone who's done belly dancing will know bumps. You just bump. Alright? So basically, or even anyone who's done any burlesque lessons or anything like that, there's like bumps. Bump. 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 Sort of thing. So get used to that. Just get used to kicking your hip out. And don't worry if you look silly, it's not about what you look like, okay? I'm just going to come closer. It's not about what you look like, okay? Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about getting into your body, feeling your body, having fun with it, and if it feels right, do it. But also, to know your body, like if this isn't feeling right, don't do it. You know, I don't want anyone hurting themselves, okay, because of this periscope. All right, back to it. We're going to do the alley cat bump. Alright guys, let's go do the alley cat bump. We're going to do the alley cat bump, little man. Alright, so anyway, so you remember the alley cat slide through and then you bump it. Slide through and then bump it. Slide through and then bump it. Slide through and then bump it. Slide through, bump. Slide through, bump. Slide through, bump. Slide through, bump. And that's all it is. That's all it is. The alley cat bump is alley cat with a hip bump. So anyway, I love you all. I'm going to sign off now. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to sign off now. I hope you really enjoyed that because I really enjoyed doing it. I love doing these Lady V sessions. They are for mostly the women or any drag queens out there that want to learn something. And for that one, yeah, it's a special session for those who have got a shoe fetish. So here we go, boys. So there we go. They're sponsored by Tony Bianco. No, not really. No. So anyway, just check my previous scopes. They will always be under Lady V sessions. Look under Lady V sessions for any replays that you want to learn anything in regards to the stripper-like confidence. And as I've already said, there's a lot to cover. So stay tuned to my scopes. You do not know what's going to come up next. We'll be keeping our clothes on though. This is all about keeping your clothes on though. This is not that sort of scope. Like I said earlier, if you want tits, you want any sort of that sort of objectification of women, that's okay. Go to a strip club and tip the strippers. All right, remember? Go to a strip club, tip the strippers. That's my final parting words for tonight. I love you all, and I'm going to have a shower and go to bed and snuggle up with my kitty cat and my doggy. And so if anyone out there would love some Lady V sessions, one-on-one or in a group of ladies, hens night, birthdays, whatever, feel free to get in touch with me, goldcoastgirl.biz. That's goldcoastgirl.biz. And yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Yeah. Mwah. Say goodnight to everyone, Gary. Oh, look, and Money. Say goodnight to everyone, Money. Okay, she's like, whatever.